I'm happy to summarize the procedural history, Judge, if you like.
Well, I'm still looking for service of citation on Mr. Johnson. So yeah.
Judge, should be May 8th of 2024. Mr. Johnson was served with the petition to establish, and the significant delay up to this point has been in relation to his refusal to comply with the DNA testing. But thank goodness he's done that now so that we can proceed.
All right. Well, you know how to do that. You default them, and okay. But I'll leave it up to the state how they do that in the future. But yeah, if the other party doesn't respond, then obviously, you know, after three times of not showing up, the court will proceed. So anyway, let's go ahead and tell me the rest of the circumstances in this matter. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. Again, we're here today on the matter related to the child in the case. Procedurally, the petition to establish paternity was filed April 25th of 2024. Mr. Johnson, the alleged father in this case, was served process on May the 8th of 2024. There were a number of attempts at DNA testing that had failed. However, the court should have on record now a DNA test that was administered on June 11th, 2026. He submitted to a DNA test, and then those results were reported on June the 22nd, which established that there was a 99.9% probability of paternity on behalf of Mr. Johnson. Those results were filed with this court on June 29th of 2026. I would ask the court to take notice of the fact that there's been no answer filed at any point by Mr. Johnson, and we'd like to proceed with the default judgment in this matter.
All right, the court's taking judicial notice of the court file and note for the record that the original in the DNA test report, the original DNA test report was filed with the court. It shows that Mr. Charles Johnson cannot be excluded as the biological father of the child. And it was a percentage of 99.9999999, which is well within the guidelines of 99.99. So the court will be looking at establishing paternity based on that and proceeding in default at this time. The court will, I understand that Ms. Jefferson is present, and I need to swear her in and get going on this one. So at this time, Ms. Jefferson, you appear to be unmuted. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you're officially on the oath, and I'm going to go ahead and let the state call you as a witness. And I'll ask the state, is this going to be a temporary order or a final order? And where do you understand the agreements and contests to be at this time on that as far as this order is concerned? Thank you.
Your Honor, the state, under the circumstances, would like to proceed as a final. Of course, the court may have some questions or reservations and might choose to do it by temporary, given the access requests that are going to be presented by Ms. Jefferson, but I'll certainly leave that to the deference of the court. Ms. Jefferson, it is your testimony and position that clearly Zion is the child of Mr. Johnson. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the child at this time is how old?
He is 2.
2 years old.
Yes.
And at the time of the child was born, were you and Mr. Johnson, were y'all living together at the time of the birth of the child?
No.
Okay. And since the child's birth, what has been the contact or involvement of Mr. Johnson with this child?
There has been no contact. He's never met my son. I haven't spoken to him since I told him that I was pregnant, and he wasn't interested.
Okay. Now, in regard to establishing a child support obligation for Mr. Johnson, can you give the court any information that you have in regard to what his earnings have been in the past that you're aware of, or what his earning capacity might be, or how he's currently employed?
I'm unsure of his current earnings, but we did work together back in 2013. We were making about $14 an hour then, but as far as now, I don't know where he works now.
So it's the last point of reference that you have regarding his earning capacity back in 2013. Was it that long ago?
2023. I apologize.
Oh, okay, 2023.
2023. I apologize.
And he was making at that time, what was his hourly earnings?
14 an hour.
And you know that because of the fact that you and he were employed at the same location?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Man, where are you working?
We were working at WIS International, the inventory company in Killeen.
Okay, thank you. You may proceed, Mr. Coates. Thank you.
okay. And again, you've testified that he's not had any access or contact with the child since the child's birth. Is that right?
Correct.
And when it comes to the court determining the proper conservatorship to award in this case, is it your position that the court should name you as a sole managing conservator rather than name the both of you as joint managing conservators?
Yes.
And why is it that you think it's in the child's best interest to essentially have you as sole managing conservator?
Well, as of right now, my son doesn't know him. He does have mental health issues. What those issues are, I'm not 100% sure. I know his mom mentioned to me that he was schizophrenic when I met her the one time that I did meet her. And I don't know if I can trust that around my son.
Have there ever been any instances of harassment or family violence or circumstances where you felt your safety was at risk due to Mr. Johnson's conduct or behavior?
Yes.
Could you give the court a little bit of background on any of those instances?
Back in 2023, when we worked together, around the time that we fell apart and I found out that I was pregnant later, he harassed me. He called my job. He called my supervisors. He popped up at my house when I wasn't home. I had to change my phone number and literally move.
And in the history of this particular child support case, was there an extended period of time in which Mr. Johnson was incarcerated and then at that time refused to comply with the DNA testing?
Yes.
How did that defiance continue for more than a year?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Do you have any reason to believe that his attitude has changed based on his involvement with the child and with this case up to this point?
No.
Okay. So is it fair to say that he's demonstrated a lack of interest in the child and or his obligations to pay child support since the birth of the child?
Yes, sir.
Now, are you agreed to proceed today with the court awarding only current child support and you're thereby waiving any claim for retroactive child support?
Yes.
And you believe that that's essentially the simplest and safest way to proceed?
Yes.
Okay. What would you propose the court to do in regard to any access or visitation if it were to choose to order any for Mr. Johnson? How should that be handled, in your opinion?
Uh, if I could go no visitation, I would, but I know it would totally be up to the
No, ma'am, you can't. That's not
No,
possible.
I know. I'm just, if I could, I would, but I know it's not possible. But I would really like him to work his way towards it to show the court that he's changed before he's allowed any visitation with my son.
Or any other issues you think you need to? Oh, and would you request that the court enter an order excluding your address from any of the paperwork that's included in this case so that Mr. Johnson wouldn't be able to find your home address?
Yes, he does have an extensive criminal history, and I would be concerned about our safety if he had our address.
Do you have any idea what he was incarcerated for in this last year?
Um,
You may not. I'm just curious.
I'm not sure about in this last year, but I know our first when I first had my son, he was arrested for multiple counts of assault on a police officer.
Do you know whether or not he's ever been convicted of any felony level crime?
I believe the assault on a police officer are felonies.
Okay. Do you know whether or not those cases ever were came to fruition, or what the outcome was on those charges, or are you just assuming that they were convictions?
No, I'm just assuming they were convictions because they were, posted.
So is it fair to say that you're requesting the court to grant the non-disclosure of your personal information and that you're asking the judge to require supervision for any visits with Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're requesting the court to name you as the sole managing conservator of the child?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no further questions, Your Honor.
All right, man. What county was his or were his arrest and possible convictions in, please?
In Bell County.
All right, Mr. Coates, did y'all run the Bell County records to see whether or not there are any convictions, sir?
Judge, we didn't have convictions. We just verified that he'd been released from jail, and I'm not certain what the last charge that he was in jail for.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I do believe that just to clarify, Ms. Jefferson, how is the child covered for health insurance?
He has Medicaid.
Okay, okay. Judge, that's nothing further from the state.
All right, ma'am. Do you know anything about the father's educational background or level?
I do not. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he graduated high school and then he went to the military after graduation, but I'm not 100% sure.
All right. Well, how long was it? Do you know how long he was in the military?
I'm not sure on that one either, sir.
Okay. Do you know whether or not he was getting any type of VA disability or VA benefits?
I'm not sure. I never asked about any of that stuff.
All right. Did the state run a financial activity request on this gentleman to see whether or not he's getting VA or anything like that, Mr. Coates?
Your Honor, I actually don't know that. I don't know that we have, Judge. It's certainly something we might could do, but I don't have it in the file that that's been done.
Okay, well, I think we need to do that because I'm looking at doing $14 an hour. But if this gentleman's is anywhere near 100% VA disabled, and it sounds like to me he might have enough problems that he might be getting $4K a month with no taxes on it, and that information might come in handy. So yeah.
Would it be more appropriate, Judge, to pursue maybe a temporary order until we can clarify that?
Yeah, and then we'll see about getting whether or not he's got any criminal convictions also. Okay. Yeah,
okay, I can do that. Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, I can
So
do that.
let's go. So let's go ahead and look at a temporary order, naming mom sole MC, naming him PC without any rights until further order of the court. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to give him some rights. Right now, judge used to do CPS cases, and even people who get their kids taken away by CPS get to visit with them. Okay, so it is what it is. Well, you're probably looking at having to do some type of supervise. I would do that anyway with a child this young. And but for right now, I'm not going to give him any rights, but I am going to write down and have the state remind me that I will be looking at restricted break-in visits and probably app close as far as a communication device where where that way he can contact you through a parenting app. But for right now, I'm going to name you sole MC. I'm going to keep your information out of the order. I'm not going to give him any rights under possessory conservator until we can do some research and see whether or not he has criminal convictions or any other findings by a criminal court that might give me a little bit more idea or more of an idea what his whether or not he has any mental problems or anything like that that's been which has come up in other court hearings where judges from this county have already made other findings. So we'll see about trying to find those. But for right now, like I say, sole MC, him PC, no rights, and I'll let the state do the research to see whether or not he's getting any type of government benefits, and we'll come back and see what the. For right now, I'll go ahead and order temporary child support based on this. I'm sorry, ma'am. How long did you work at that job at 14 an hour, please?
After he started the harassment against me and calling my bosses and stuff, he was terminated. And I don't know how long altogether he worked there.
All right, and you have no idea what he's doing right now, correct?
Correct.
All right, I tell you what, Mr. Coates, let's go ahead and make it minimum wage for right now. But I don't like doing minimum wage because nobody's making minimum wage. But I'll at the final hearing, we'll see whether or not I'll ask you to check on that VA and also whether or not y'all can find any type of employment history over the last 4 years that can give the court a little bit more insight. All right.
Judge, I'll be ready with the crim record and then his benefits information at the final. You bet.
How far out do you want to do this one? 60 days? How long do you think you need?
That should be ample. That should be more than enough time for us to get our documentation in order.
All right, ma'am, I'm gonna go ahead and order child support, cash medical, and dental based on the minimum wage presumption. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this for a Zoom docket. This is the date's the 21st, so I'm gonna look for that third week in September for a final hearing. Same thing on Zoom. Let me bring up my Zoom calendar for okay, there's August. All right, I got okay, that's all right. Belinda is the 22nd of September. That's land passes, right? But the 24th I'm sorry, 24th of September is Bell County General Docket, correct?
Land passes happens to be the 29th, and then Bell is the 22nd and 24th.
All right, so let's go ahead and put this one on the 22nd then. Ma'am, I'm gonna reset you to the 22nd of September. Same thing, Zoom docket, and by then, hopefully, the state can give me that criminal information along with finding some employment information for quarters that local employers have paid in for him working, and hopefully find out whether or not he might be getting VA disability somewhere. You know, no matter what it is, it's usually a minimum of a couple of thousand a month tax free, and it goes out. You know, if he's getting if he's 60 or 40%, that's somewhere around there. But if he's all the way at 100%, it's going to make a big difference. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. You said
Thank you.
you actually met his mom or do you have any contact with her?
No, I met his mom when I was about 5 months pregnant, and she met me at the Cheddar's in Harker Heights. We had lunch together, and that was the last time I saw her. I messaged her, I sent her pictures when I gave birth, and she didn't respond, so I left it there.
Okay, well, you know, so that's her prerogative. You know,
Yeah.
my mother would have been slapping me upside the head and having lunch with you a lot more often. But yeah, that's just the way it works.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just told myself at least I tried to reach out to him and to her. I gave everybody a chance.
All right, good. It sounds like you did everything you could, ma'am. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, make this the temporary order, bring you back on the 22nd, and hopefully I can have a little bit more concrete information where I can make specific orders dealing with this. And as far as child support is concerned, and again, I'll have to probably do something like break-in visits or restricted visits until further order of the court. But that can include FaceTime through their parenting app. And could also include live visits, but at a neutral site or even a site that he'll have to pay for. If I find an extensive criminal background record, I will look at there are visitation centers where the non-custodial party has to pay the visitation center the babysitting or her. And I hadn't used one in the last 6 months here locally, so I'll have to double check to see if we still have the one in Killeen. But I know they still have the ones in Georgetown and Round Rock. So that is also a circumstance the court will look at. But again, it will be based on the criminal aspect, his criminal record aspects. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you need anything else on this one, Mr. Coates, until we come back and get this one tied down?
No, sir. I think I got my details in order.
All right, then, ma'am. Like I said, we'll see you on that date. Make sure you got that time, and we'll try to get to you a little earlier next time on the 22nd. But like I said, hopefully by then, the state will have more data. And of course, the state will be free to share that data with you. But I'll go ahead and finish writing this one up, and I'll see you when it's hopefully, yes, the 22nd of September. It's still allowed to be 105 degrees outside, but hopefully not. All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
We had an agreed order on June 11th, 2026, and it looks like it got rejected by you. So you requested to have a hearing on the record on this one.
All right. The agreed to order was what, 0 child support?
They agreed to a child support at $150 per month beginning July 1st, 2026. JMC with mom as the primary with no geographic restriction. And then we also added NCP would also get Wednesdays in the SPO. And the NCP does carry the dental and health insurance for the kids.
Okay. All right then. So, but the child support amount for two children was way below guidelines. So that's why, well, based on the, I didn't, without testimony and information of why that's the case, the court felt it was inappropriate, and I needed to get this information under oath to find out why. So, if I understand both parties are present at this time, do you understand what the reason for the deviation, or was it actually a deviation, or was the did the court misunderstand?
It was just an agreement between the parties because the dad does have the kids a lot and also does provide a lot of support for the children.
All right, then. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get some testimony. Let me see what the actual math is and see whether or not that's appropriate, folks. Again, folks, I understand y'all y'all had an agreement, but the court has to go along with that agreement, and I need to see what the math is on why why those amounts are the ones that are being agreed to. So at this time, I'll ask both of you to both raise your right hands and let me swear you in and unmute yourselves. Do you both solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're going to give this court today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will help you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, you're both officially under oath, and I'm going to go ahead and let the state call you as witnesses. And at the end of the hearing, if there's anything either of you want to tell the court that didn't come out in the general testimony, you'll be allowed to do that. And technically, you have the right to ask the other party questions if you think it's appropriate. So at this time, however, I'm going to go ahead and let the state call you as witnesses, and we'll take it from there. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Mr. Coleman.
All right, Mr. Coleman, state your full name for the record, sir.
Jaquelius Coleman Jr. Jaquelius
Thank you very
LaShawn Coleman Jr.
All right, thank you very much. You may proceed.
And what do you do for work?
I work at Baylor Scott and White.
And how much do you typically make per month there?
Roughly 2,800.
And how much support do you normally provide per month for the children?
I feel like I provide a lot. Just this past month, just July, I've had the kids 15 days out the month, and I get them back tomorrow. So I feel like I've been providing a lot for the kids.
Do you have like a kind of like a guess or an estimate of how much you would spend on them per week or per month?
All right, just real quick, sir. Are you paid hourly or are you on salary?
Hourly,
What's your hourly rate, sir?
18.
Okay, thank you. And is that a 40-hour per week job, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. You may proceed with question at this time, Mr. McKinney. Thank you.
Do you ever provide any direct payments to Miss Anderson?
Yes, I did.
How much have you provided this month so far?
I haven't provided anything this month because I've just recently moved to Austin, so I'm still trying to get situated while having the kids at my place.
And how often do you have the kids with you?
This month just was 15 days, and I get them tomorrow till Monday, and then I'll get them back Wednesday, finishing off the month. So.
And you were in agreement with the child support being at $150 per month?
Yes, sir.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right. Does the state have any calculations of $18 an hour, what we're looking at?
The state, yes, Your Honor. The state calculated that the guideline would be around $668 per month.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, call your next witness, please.
The state calls Miss Anderson.
Yes.
How often does
I'm sorry, ma'am, state your full name for the record.
Oh, sorry.
Stella Anderson.
All right, you may proceed.
How often does Mr. Coleman have the kids?
He has them. In July we started the agreement the first, third, and fifth weekend. And then I also am in the military. So when it comes to my military dates, he gets them for those as well. But also we have an agreement to where if he asks for extra dates and stuff like that, I don't try to keep the kids from like either side.
And were you okay with the child support being $150 per month as agreed previously?
not necessarily as okay with it, just wanted it. I didn't want it to cause an argument because before even going to court, it was a whole thing about being on child support, and it's more of a matter of whatever doesn't cause drama, like for the kids in the co-parenting relationship, I'm okay with.
All right, ma'am, are you in the military or are you in the reserves?
I'm in the Guard, the National Guard for Texas.
Okay, in the National Guard. And is that still summers and weekends and things like that still? It's been a while since I've had someone from the Guard.
Yes,
Guard
sir.
people over the last 10 years, 20 years have been out of the country a lot. Okay, so.
Yeah.
So, all right, and what's your rank?
E4.
All right, then. And how many years?
5.
All right, thank you. All right, then, ma'am. And you said this agreement y'all made, this visitation, this is what you just testified to. Has that been the norm, or that's just something that's more recent?
That's something more recent because before going to court and before him relocating to Austin, he was staying with me. So it was more of like we both got to see the kids a lot.
Okay.
Every
so y'all
day.
were living together. Okay. And so okay. And you say he just testified he has moved to Austin. How long has he been living in Austin?
I would say since I think the second to last week of June is when he moved.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, any other questions of this witness?
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Coleman, you I know Baylor Scott and White's all over the place now. Are you still working for BSW down in Austin, or have you moved to another facility?
Still in Austin.
Okay. Which facility do you work for down here? Or down there, I'm sorry.
I work for the clinic.
Okay.
Circle C location.
Circle C. All right. And how long have you worked for Baylor Scott and White?
This is going on my 7th month.
All right, then. And what's your background there? What do you do?
I'm a patient service specialist, so I'm handling all the scheduling, referrals for patients, relaying information to the doctors.
And the mom testified that y'all were staying together before your move. How long were y'all staying together?
For some years. We were staying together for some years.
Okay. I mean, actually staying in the same location. I mean, the same apartment, same house. Well, okay, you just moved. When did y'all originally move in together, sir?
A couple years ago, around August, September, around that date.
Okay. All right. Now, right now, both these children are well under school age at this point, but and you do plan on staying in Travis County going forward, sir?
Yes, for right now. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Any other questions, Mr. McKinney?
No more questions, Your Honor.
All right. At this time, I'll ask, does either party have anything else they want to inform the court of? And I'm going to start with you, ma'am, and then I'm going to go back to you, sir. So anything else, Ms. Anderson?
I can't think of anything else other than I would say that since him moving, the traveling cost of us meeting halfway has kind of taken me for a turn just a little bit. But other than that, I don't have anything else to say.
All right. How about you, Mr. Coleman?
I have anything else to say, Your Honor?
All right. I hate to lay this one on you. I'll let you know this one on, ma'am. The fact that he's the one that moved, technically he's responsible for pickup and drop off at your residence for those visitations. So if y'all want to meet halfway, that's fine. That's left up to y'all. But under Texas law, the non-custodial party is responsible for pickup and drop off at the location. And if you moved, it would be a 50-50. But since he's the one that moved, it does fall on him under Texas law. So I'll do that one. All right, then. I tell you what, Mr. McKinney, I'm going to go ahead and look at the math on this one, look at the circumstances. Sir, where in Austin do you live?
South Austin.
Yeah, can you be a little bit more specific? What street you live on?
Terry Road.
Terry Road.
Yes, sir.
And ma'am, what city you live in?
Temple, Texas.
Okay, thank you. All right, tell you what, guys, let me do a little calculation and some math, and I'll see what I'm going to do on this one. I'm not too crazy about that 25% of what child support's to be. So, but based on travel expenses and everything going forward, I still have the right to deviate. And if I feel it's in the children's best interest, and it's right now, so long as they're not in school, it's a little different. But once school starts, obviously that's going to make a big difference. But anyway, I'll make my decision here. But I'm going to take this one under advisement. Hate to make y'all hang around for a few. I tell you what, Mr. McKinney, you need them for anything else?
Your Honor, I was going to tell you, we did do an agreement for non-disclosure for Miss Anderson on this order.
Okay, is that based on Mr. Coleman or a third party?
It was based off an agreement between them, but it's off Mr. Coleman.
All right, then. Let's get some testimony on that, then, please. They're still in, if we may recall them both as witnesses to see whether or not that's still necessary. Thank you. So,
Okay.
you need to call and confirm that. Thank you.
The state calls Miss Anderson.
Yes.
Can you state your name for the record?
Bella Anderson.
Do you have any safety concerns or with Mr. Coleman?
No, not anymore.
Would you feel okay with your address and contact info being included on the order, which is
Yes.
public information? Okay. So you would be okay with that being on there, included on the order?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
No further questions, Your Honor. All right, Ms. Coleman, I'm enough of a lawyer to go here that you said not now or not currently. Was there a time when this was a problem?
Yes, there was a time when I thought him having my address would be a problem.
Okay, and what were the circumstances revolving around that, ma'am?
When it came to like personal life matters, there was a conflict of drama, and I don't know how to explain it.
Well, the judge is an old divorce lawyer, so people have relationship conflicts all the time, but they don't necessitate any type of restrictions. The thing I need to know, ma'am, have there ever been any allegations or anything dealing with with family violence, ma'am?
No.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's what I needed to know, ma'am. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. Any other questions of this witness, then, Mr. McKinney?
No, Your Honor.
All right, that's what I just had to ask that question. All right, thank you. All right, folks. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at the math and I'm going to do this. I don't want you folks to have to hang around unless you want to, because I probably won't make a ruling on this till sometime right before we shut down today or this afternoon. So if you want I'll have the state send you a copy of what the court ruled as far as going forward. But again, the court's not crazy about going down 75% on amount from child support that should be ordered. So I'll take all into consideration, but I'll let you know up front. I'm probably looking at a different amount starting the first of next month. But I haven't made up my mind what that's going to be without looking at what the travel we're looking at. Because again, if he's 100% responsible for travel, or are you, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'll ask you, are you still looking at doing the 50-50, or you want to make him 100% responsible for travel?
We keep it 50-50.
All right, then with that in mind, then I'll look at making an appropriate child support amount. But again, I'm not going to go with just 25% of what it should normally be. All right, I'll start with you, ma'am. Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Coleman, questions or comments, sir?
Initially we had both moved out because we were staying at her grandfather's, so it still matters technically.
You let the county, sir. You let the county. So long as she lives in this county, she's good. Okay. Where did y'all live? Where did y'all live with her grandfather?
On yeah, it was in Temple. Okay.
All right. It's still Bell County, sir. Yeah. So long as she lives in Bell County, going forward, if she moves out of Bell County, say she gets moved to Fort Bragg, and it's Bragg again, then she would be responsible for 50% of the the transport to pick up or drop off kids, and then you'll be responsible for the other 50%. But so long as she lives in the county, it's technically 100% yours. And if she ever says anything different, then that's going to fall on that. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, then, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, look at the math, figure out what I want to do on this one, and I'll make a ruling on what the current child support amount will be going forward. I will go ahead and grant the order as to all of the aspects of it, but the only thing I will be looking at changing is that child support amount that's only at I'm sorry, sir. Right now, do you have any other children?
No, I only have 2.
So your child support should be 25% of what you earn, sir. So right now, it's probably right at 6.25. So I'm going to look at definitely changing that around a little bit, but I'll let you know what that is. And again, I will take in consideration what gas prices and everything are going to be looking like going forward. But since mom's taking care of half those travel expenses, yeah, I'll still figure out what I feel is fair and equitable going forward as far as your circumstances concerned. But if y'all want to hang around till after lunch until I make my ruling, that's fine. But I'm gonna, unless the state needs y'all around, I'm gonna let y'all are free to go as far as I'm concerned. Do you need them around, Mr. McKinney?
Would y'all like to be in a breakout room, or do you want to be released?
We can be released. That's up to her.
I'm fine with being released.
Like, just
Yeah.
once he makes his ruling,
I won't make a ruling probably for another 2 or 3 hours. Go take care of your life and business. And you got 2 small kids. It looks like one of them's born the same day as my jarhead, my Marine. So good luck with that, okay? So,
Thank you, sir.
But that's also within 1 day of my dad's birthday, who was a Green Beret. So yeah, yeah, we got a lot of those key people running in my family. So yeah, but thank you all very much, and sir, and thank you, sir, too, and thank you, ma'am, and I'll have that ruling by this evening. Thank you. But y'all are free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm stopping the recording and we're off the record. Thank you. All right, let me finish writing this one up as far as the information concerned. And like I say, Mr. McKinney, I'll have a ruling in the next couple of hours for you. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. And Ms. Sanderson and Mr. Coleman, yeah, once he makes his ruling, I'll draft up the order and send it by DocuSign to your email, so y'all see it pop up. So
Okay.
but other than that, y'all are free to go.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Go ahead and go back on the record on Bell County cause number 26 DFAN 361-068 in the interest of Coleman minor children. In this case, non-custodial party is Jacquees, that's an L in that, Jacquees Coleman Jr. and Celia Anderson is the custodial party. Anyway, the court took this one under advisement based on the parties having agreed to well below guideline child support. The court, after having a hearing, going over determination and hearing testimony from the mother, that part of the problem, or one of the reasons she was going along with an agreement for well under guideline child support was that it was causing tension and drama between her and the father, and that's not a reason for anybody not ever to receive guideline child support. So at this time, to think the state calculated guideline child support at $668. I'm going to go ahead at this time and I'll agree to less than guideline, but I'm going to go ahead and find that it's in the best interest of the children that child support in the amount of $440 per month instead of $150 a month is going to be ordered this time. That's going to start. I think the new child support was supposed to start the first day of August. So I'm going to go ahead and start that the first day of August, and I'm going to find that based on the current circumstances, the court cannot agree to guideline child support. It's 25% of what it's supposed to be. And at this time, will not grant that. We'll order child support based on the circumstances and giving the father a break because he has moved to Austin, which is a lot more expensive than the local area. So instead of ordering the entire $668, I'm going to go ahead and order $440 a month child support starting the first day of August, and cash medical and dental as per the agreement. Is there anything else you need on this one?
That is all, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay, let them know the judge didn't go along with that, and I'm going to go ahead and order. You can let them know child support. I'm deviating from guideline based on the fact of dad's new expensive and all expenses as far as Austin, but I'm not going to go with $150 a month. That's I can't find that's in the kid's best interest. Anyway, thank you very much, and we're off the record.
Thank you.
The state is of the understanding that the parties are in agreement. They have a somewhat unusual situation in that they live very close to one another. Oftentimes, it is the state's understanding they'll live even in the same apartment complex. And throughout that time, one child has lived with the father, one child has lived with the mother, and that is the current and ongoing situation. Therefore, the parties have agreed to deviate to $0 child support.
All right, I did not check the order as far as conservatorship. Is one party being named conservative for both, or are we splitting conservatorship?
I believe splitting conservatorship, but I could double check that, Judge.
All right, then well, let's double check that and let me know. Okay. All right, then. Well, that's a different that's obviously a different circumstance. Of course, not crazy about splitting young children up as far as conservatorship are concerned, because again, I don't think there's a child in this case that's over 7 years old yet. So yeah. Anyway, well, I'll hear what the testimony is, why the circumstances are what the circumstances are, and we'll take it from there. So at this time, I'll ask both the parties to raise your right hands and let me swear you in. All right, you both solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you.
Yes.
Sorry, I was muted still. Yes.
All right, you're both officially on the oath. You can put your hands down. I'm going to go ahead and let the state call you as witnesses. If either of you have anything you want to add at the end of the hearing, above and beyond, because you're your own legal reps, you can do so long as it's relevant to what the court's doing here today. So at this time, I'll go ahead and let you call your first witness, Mr. Gwynn. Thank you.
Thank you. The state would like to call Andrew Fazio.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Fazio, would you please state your full name for the record?
My name's Andrew Fazio, Fazzio.
And what are the names and ages of the children that we're here on?
Mayana Fazio, she's 9, 10. She's 10, and Mariah is 7. Fazio.
Where do those children currently reside?
Mayana lives with me, and Mariah lives with Brittany. But we basically co-parent. We're back and forth, but steady with me, Mayana, and Mariah is steady with Brittany.
How long has that been the case?
Since Mariah was born. It's been 7 years. Yes.
And how are the children currently receiving medical coverage?
Through my medical, I get medical from the state for Mayana.
How far do you live from Miss Brittany Wilson?
Less than 10 minutes. She's right down the road for me. On Highway 190.
Over the course of the 7 years that you just described, how often have y'all been lived that close or closer?
We've lived closer through our whole, since they were born, both of them.
So you heard what the state had indicated towards the court. It understood the agreement between the parties to be?
Yes.
And you are in agreement that that is what you were agreeing to and requesting from the court?
Yes.
All right. No further questions to this witness at this time.
Thank you.
All right, my mic went off. Ms. Fazio, the child that lives with you, what ISD does she go to school in?
Coppers Cove, ISD.
All right, and the other child goes where?
Coppers Cove.
All right. One's in. I'm not even sure. Yeah, we used to when I was growing up, we had junior high, high school, and elementary. And nowadays they got about 5 in between. It's the youngest one obviously is still either in the second or first grade, and the older one is in what grade now, please?
She's going into 5th.
5th grade. All right. Is that still elementary school, or is that middle school, or upper middle school? What is that nowadays?
Elementary.
It's still elementary. All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'll let you call you. Any further questions to this witness, Mr. Gwynn?
Not at this time, Judge.
All right, call your next witness, please.
Well, and just so the court is aware, I did double check that on the prior agreed and proposed order, and the primary custodianship was split with regard to each parent and the respective child that lives with them, but
All right.
joint management conservators.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Call Ms.
State-
Wilson now. Thank you. And
State would
confirm
like
she's
to
in
call-
agreement.
Brittany Wilson.
All right, Ms. Wilson, take your full name for the record, please, ma'am.
Brittany Wilson.
All right, you may proceed, Mr. Gwen. Thank you.
Ms. Wilson, did you hear what the state had purported to the court the agreement between you and Mr. Fazio to be?
Yes.
And are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
Is there anything you would disagree with about any of the testimony that Mr. Fazio gave?
No, everything was really accurate. We've been close. We lived in the same apartment complex for a little while. So we literally were able to just walk to each other's house just to see the kids together. After I had Mariah, he would literally just come over to my apartment and hang out with the baby because we weren't in the relationship anymore, but we still co-parented. And like he said, it's been like 7 years that we've been in like a separate area, but we're still like down the street from each other. It's like maybe a 7-minute drive to each other's house.
So you would say that this is what the children are used to?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like they're over there right now because he was off today and wanted to spend time with them. And then once they're done, they're both literally going to get dropped off over here to hang out with me for the rest of the weekend.
And do you have anything else to add that you might think the court might need to know?
No, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we have our own little setup of how we do things. We make sure that we see the kids all the time. We go back and forth as much as we possibly can because we just live that close to each other. So it's convenient.
Alrighty, state has no further questions of this witness at this time, Judge.
All right, ma'am. What do you do for a living, please?
I am currently unemployed, but I previously was a supervisor for the retail stores at the Austin airport.
All right, and you have no plan on moving or leaving the vicinity anytime soon?
No, this place is affordable.
Yeah, well, are you trying to tell me that South Austin isn't?
Oh no, it's not. It's nowhere near being affordable.
Ma'am, the boy is a lawyer with a downtown law firm in Austin, Texas, and he has to live in Kyle. Okay.
Oh
gosh. He cannot afford to live in Austin, make on that paltry lawyer salary. Okay. So yeah, understood. All right, because here's the deal, folks. I don't mind going with something that's not broken, but I'm probably going to have to go ahead. And I'm thinking about if you want to move those girls apart, they're both girls, right? I'm sorry.
Yes, they are.
Okay, they're both girls. You want to move those girls apart? I'm looking at making y'all have to live in the same ISD until further order of this court. Okay. Y'all can't move. Y'all can't move away from each other.
I didn't plan on moving anywhere.
All right, I hadn't asked him anything like that, but again, I don't want. I'm looking at making y'all remain. If y'all want, so long as they're in the same ISD, I'm okay. So as long as it's Copper's Cove, Gatesville, Killeen, preferably Belton, but well, actually, I went to school in Killeen and Belton, so yeah. But the bottom line is, I'm looking at. I don't want them separated. You know, these are their sisters, and until they become teenagers and hate each other, and y'all too, I'm looking at making y'all do this. Okay.
Okay.
Any problem with that, ma'am?
Yes,
any problem with
No.
y'all have to remain in the same ISD?
No.
All right,
No
how about you,
problem.
sir?
No, I have no problem.
All right, then. All right, Mr. Gwynn, I think we got it. And I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go with this order as is. Obviously, these folks have been doing this for a long time. It's working. But again, I think it's in the kids' best interest that they not live anywhere away far apart. You know, I'm going to go ahead and order as part of this order until further of the court, the parents are required to reside in the same ISD. And they can do that by agreement. If somebody wants to move somewhere else, and one of those girls are going to go to a different ISD, they got to come back and tell the court why that's necessary. Okay.
Okay.
Understood, Judge. I will redraft this to update the dates as well as add that stipulation into the order and disseminate it to the parties.
All right. So y'all, let y'all go ahead and take care of that. And that 9-year-old is only 4 years away from becoming a teenager. We're gonna see how that's gonna work out for y'all then, okay?
Oh God.
Yeah. The baby in this case is you're gonna be my case is gonna be what's she gonna be this year? 27. So we're good.
Oh man.
We're good. So, yeah. Anyway, y'all, good luck to y'all. I'm glad y'all worked it out. But again, I just want to make sure that this wasn't something else that, and because y'all have been doing this for a long time, and it's working, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it as is, except for that proviso that y'all have to live in the same ISD. Good luck and tell those young ladies I said hi. And in the words of Agent Smith, they're allowed to stay up all night and anything they feel like.
No.
All right, just like in Men in Black, okay? No, we're not gonna go with that, huh? All right, then. Well, good luck, folks. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're off the record. I'd like the state prepare that order and get it done for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. This is another one where we had an agreed order and parties agreed to everything. It's just child support was set at 0, and we're modifying medical support up to $215 per month. Their previous order did have child support at 0, so everything is agreed to regarding parentage.
The original order had child support at 0 for concerning the older child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and that was based on the parties living together.
I'm not 100%. I believe it was just on an agreement between them.
Okay. All right, let me look at that original order. Thank you. No, I said they were currently living together back then. That's why we set it 0. Okay, that's what I thought. But anyway, all right. At the time of the prior order with the one child, it was set at 0 because the parties were living together. And at this time, I'll ask the state. I understand that there's an agreement to do it to 0 now, and I'll need to know, do you know whether or not they're currently still residing together, or they're in separate households?
We're in separate household. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can say, okay, so y'all in separate households.
We're in separate households right now, but we're working on trying to work things out. But as far as it comes to my
stop.
kids,
Stop. Again, that's why I was asking the state, because you're not under oath yet.
Oh,
okay?
I'm sorry. Go
That's
ahead.
okay. So, all right. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and place you both under oath. I'm going to let the state call you both as witnesses, and we'll see what this is looking at. If y'all looking at getting back together or how, but I need to know how long y'all been separated, what the circumstances are, and if y'all plan on getting back together, how soon that's going to be, one way or the other. Because again, last time I found it was in the a child's best interest. The 0 child support was okay because y'all were together. But if y'all are not together and y'all haven't been together for a while, and are you not getting back together anytime soon, then I need to make an appropriate order based on that circumstance. So at this time, I want to ask both of you to raise your right hands. And ma'am, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. Okay. Both of you raise your right hands. Do both of you solemnly swear or affirm your testimony going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Could you please can you turn on your camera, please?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You're not driving, are you?
No, I was trying to go get my toes done. I'm in the parking lot. Thank God I didn't walk in there. I'm not driving. I'm not driving.
That's okay. And that wasn't too much information. We're good. All right. Thank you. All right, then, ma'am. Y'all both officially under oath. I'm going to go ahead and let the state call you as witnesses, and let's see what this one's going to look like. Thank you. All right, Mr. McKinney, you may proceed and call your first witness. Thank you.
The state calls Stanley Cole.
All right, sir, state your full name for the record.
Stanley Wayne Cole Jr.
All right, thank you. You may proceed.
Do you currently live with Miss Caldwell?
We kind of working things out. You know, some weekends they come stay with me. Some weekends they'll stay where they've been residing. But right now we just working things out, trying to get back together, make everything more comfortable for both of us.
When did you stop living together?
It's been a few years, but you know, we've been on and off. We've been on and off for the last, I say 13 years, you know, back and forth, back and forth. But that doesn't mean that we don't have our interest in our kids. You know, we take care of our kids and we do everything that we can for our kids.
Are you the father of Skylar Cole?
Yes, sir.
Did your previous order have child support at 0?
Yes, sir.
Why are you in agreement with child support being set at 0?
Because I take care of my kids. You know, I know that at the end of the day, you know, the same way that my parents raised me, I'm supposed to take care of my kids. And like I was telling you earlier, I know that one day I'm gonna get older and I want my kids to be able to take care of me one day. If my dad calls me right now and tells me I need to come stay with you, I'm gonna take care of my dad because I knew my dad took care of me. So I'm gonna take care of my kids just like he took care of me.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a yard jockey at East Penn Manufacturing, but I think I'm finna move to another job. I keep employment.
What's your job title?
Yard jockey, move trailers. I got my CDL.
How much do you make there?
I believe it's like 28.90 something.
How many hours do you typically work per week?
Just 40. Just 40.
Are you in agreement with child support being set at 0?
I am, because I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna give them what they need. I'm gonna give them. I give her money every week, and you know, I'm gonna if they need extra. I know school time's coming around. I know she might not have it. I'm gonna take my kids shopping. You know, I'm gonna give them what they need to make them feel, you know, like kids, not have to worry about you know, kids making fun of them or different things like that.
What direct support do you provide for the children?
Uh, uh, the support that a father's supposed to give them, you know, love, comfort, everything. Talk to them, talk to them. If I don't talk to them today, I'm gonna talk to them tomorrow. You know,
What direct payments have you made to the mother?
well, every week I give her $200. I give her $200, but it ain't just the $200. You know, I pay. You know, if she needs help with something, if she needs help with a bill, just bought her some tires for a car. You know, it's different things like that. If she needs help with anything, you know, she already know that I'm here. I might fuss and complain a little, but then at the end of the day, she know that she got me as as support.
How are the children currently covered for health insurance?
Right now, it's on Medicaid, and
What's
when benefits roll back around, I'm probably gonna put them on mine, just so that we don't have no child support hearing and stuff like that. I'm gonna end up putting them on my benefits.
what safety concerns do you have with the other parent?
No.
What safety concerns do you have with regarding the children with the other parent?
No. You're good, Mom.
Are you still in agreement with being named joint managing conservator with Miss Caldwell being as the set as the primary with no geographic restriction?
I really can't wait until like this is done so that, you know, we can both be, you know, so that we both can be the parent. You know, I don't believe in custodian, non-custodial. Yeah, like I just don't believe in that because I know that I'm a good parent. I ain't like these other parents where they don't, you know, they half-ass take care of their kids. I don't see my kids every day, but you know, I can talk to them on the phone just because they stay in Temple, you know, from time to time. Come the weekend, you know, I see them.
Are you still in agreement with the order that we previously discussed, though?
Yes. Yes.
And you're in agreement with the standard possession order being included?
Yes.
And you're still in agreement with the medical support being set at $215 per month based off your current income?
Yes, sir.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, sir. What city do the kids live in?
Temple.
Where do you live?
Colleen. But you know, they're more than welcome. If they want to come down here right now, they more than welcome to come down here, come stay as long as they want to. I go to work so early in the morning, and my son, like Chase, is the only one. He's 3, and he goes to daycare in Temple. I don't know what time the daycare opens up. I got to be to work at 7 o'clock, and I get off at 3. But it's just, go ahead.
No, I was gonna, and sir, yeah, you at the last hearing, y'all were living together. How long? When did y'all officially separate?
Man,
And how long ago?
I can't tell you no exact numbers. Like I said, we're trying to work on things to get back together. It's not like they don't come around. They come around. They're more
Yes,
than
sir.
welcome. But I can't just give you no exact numbers.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. All right, that'll be you may call your next witness, Mr. McKinney.
The state calls Miss Kayla Caldwell.
Hi.
Just state your full name for the record, ma'am.
Kayla Caldwell. Kayla Darlene
right.
Caldwell.
Thank you very much. You may proceed, Mr. McKinney.
You and Mr. Cole don't live with each other currently, correct?
Correct.
When did you both stop living together?
I'm not sure. It's been a couple years, but we're there, even though we like we were just there last weekend.
Are you in agreement with child support being set at 0?
Yes.
Why are you in agreement with child support being set at 0?
I mean, he does for his kids. Like you just said, like we're going school clothes shopping this weekend for Skylar. Because obviously I don't have it, but yeah, he does. And like he just said, he just got me 4 new tires about a month ago. So he does what he needs to do.
Are you still in agreement with being named joint managing conservator with Mr. Call with you being named as the primary?
Yes.
And are you still in with the standard possession order?
Yes.
And are you still in agreement with the medical support being set at $215 per month?
Yes.
Do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Cole?
No.
Do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Cole being around the children?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. He testified that he lives in, I'm sorry, who lives in Temple? He lives in Killeen. You live in Temple, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And ma'am, what do you do for a living?
I was working at a work from home job at Data 5, but I just got hired on at TISD, so I'll be an aide at Travis Middle School here in Temple.
And all right then. And ma'am, he testified that he gives you $200 a week. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And how long has he been doing that?
Since last year, I want to say.
Well, since 2025?
Yes. Like the beginning of 2025.
They were staying.
Sir. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not the witness right now, sir. Okay. I'll come back to you in just a moment. But right now, only one witness at a time. Sorry. Thank you. All right. So, all right. And anything else as far as cash support that he gives you, ma'am, on a regular basis?
Cash, no, just the 200. But if I do ask him for it, it'll be he might have attitude, but he'll end up giving it to me if I need help with paying something. Even daycare, he does pay daycare from time to time if I don't have it.
All right, ma'am. The problem the court's having is, ma'am, if he gives you $200 a week, why shouldn't I order that to be child support and make it part of the court order?
Wait, can you repeat that question?
That was okay. He testifies he gives you $200 a week, which is pretty darn just below probably guideline child support for you guys. Why shouldn't I just go ahead and order that to be paid for child support?
Because he gives it to me directly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. That's not illegal. Okay. I know you're not a lawyer, ma'am, but it's considered, here's the deal. I'll back up a little bit. Under Texas law, it's considered to be in the child's best interest that child support be paid, and it comes through the state's directory to make sure it's paid and paid timely, so everyone can rely on when it has to come out and when it's coming in. And there's legal reasons why I should not order child support or cannot order child support, but I have not heard any reason why the 0 child support is appropriate at this time.
I mean, we're working on things. We're trying to. That's what.
Well, man, if y'all get married, then the child support stopped the very next day. But working on things is not. Again, ma'am, 35 years divorce lawyer. Working on things don't work out all the time. Okay, so. All right. All right, anything else you want to tell me, ma'am?
No, sir.
All right. All right, I'm back to you, Mr. Cole. So, okay, Mr. Cole, why should not the court not order the $200 a week that you say you pay in child support to be child support going forward? You're muted, sir.
Is it fixed?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Thank you,
Because
sir.
for the last 14 years, we haven't had a problem. Even when we came to court and came to an agreement, she hasn't reached out to try to get any money from y'all because she knows that I take care of what I'm supposed to take care of. Like I said, this month,
sir, that wasn't my question. Why should I not order? Why should the court
because
not
we're
order
in,
the-
because we're in agreement. We're in agreement. And like
Okay.
I said, we're trying to work on things. She's telling you we trying to work on things, not put a wedge between something. We in agreement, but we're in agreement. That's the main thing. We're in agreement. My kids
Here's
are
the deal,
taken care of.
Again, your agreement is not binding on the court. You understand that, right?
But she even told you that we're in agreement to everything possible, and you wouldn't let us today tell you that we don't want to be on child support.
Oh yeah, you can tell me that, sir. But again, you got to tell
But
give me the legal reason. Again, I know you're not a lawyer, sir, but I need a legal reason why I should not order child support. And right now, I haven't heard it. An agreement is not a legal reason. That's your personal agreement, but it's not under Texas law. That's not considered to be in your children's best interest.
Between two parties, if the kids aren't hurting for nothing, if we're in agreement to everything, what's the problem?
Okay. Well, again, sir,
I'm not understanding what you're trying to ask me. If we're in agreement and everything is okay, everything should be okay. And you saying that you're a lawyer for 35 years. We haven't had a problem for the last 13, 14 years that I've known her.
Okay.
Sometimes things don't work out, and that's just relationships. But at the end of the day, if a parent knows to take, I'm not them that's been in your court today. I know to take care of my kids.
Okay, well, here's the deal, sir. Why shouldn't you just go ahead and do it through the court do it through the
Because I shouldn't be going through the court at all. If she would have never, I think she had reached out to y'all like a year and a half ago, and she even tried to call down there to the whatchamacallit to get it taken away. And they said that we got to go through the process, and now that we're going through the process, it's like y'all trying to keep us going through the state instead of letting us try to work things out between us.
Okay. Again, sir, you keep going back to that, Dan. But again,
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not, like you said, I'm not no lawyer. All I know how to do is talk to you like a man. I'm taking care of my business.
All right. Anything else then at this time, sir?
Yeah, but I'm not. Don't think that I shortchange my kids because I don't shortchange my kids.
Sir,
Well, me and her gonna go get married tomorrow. I can tell you, I'm gonna go get married tomorrow. You can really say that we're what's it called, common law married, because we done stayed together for so long.
Okay. Again, sir, you can go get married, and that will stop it. You can go down and sign a common law marriage certificate and say y'all are married. That'll stop it. But for right now, sir, again, y'all haven't been living together, and the original order was 0 child support because y'all were living together. Without you living together, under the law, you're supposed to pay the custodial party child support, and she can use those. She doesn't have to ask for it. She can use those funds directly for what she wants to, one way or the other.
So, just a quick question. So, if she was to call y'all today and tell y'all that she doesn't want me on child support no more, then what?
That's a request she can make, sir, but it's not a request that I have to follow.
But that's pretty much what we're telling you right now. Like everything is okay between like the whole us, and it's like it's a problem. You should be happy that you do have a man out here that's willing to take care of his kids without having to even ask y'all.
Mr. Cole, I'm not going to argue with you, sir.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to.
Yes,
I'm trying to state my point. Like
yes,
I've been paying, and it's probably been longer than a year that I've been giving her money without having to have the courts involved or anything.
How long do you think you've been giving her $200 a week?
Let me go on to my whatchamacallit and tell you, because I know it's been longer than that. It's probably been 2 years, like how long we've been gone. Because for the longest, I was giving. Hold on. I was doing money orders, but then to make it easier for her, instead of having her cash a money order at the what's it called, at at like the gas station or something, where they take money, I would just send it to her. I would send it through her through the bank account. If I'd have known I'd had to do all of this today. Let's see. Here
What do
goes.
you use, sir? Cash App, Zelle, any something else?
I use Cash App, but before then I was using like I said, I was using money orders. I got a bag full of money orders right here. Then I started using Cash App and Zelle. Just keeping up with my stuff.
We had
I don't
Navy
have
Federal,
no
and he
reason.
sends it to me through my account, so it's free and I don't get charged. So it's that 200 directly to my account because I was having issues with that money order, and people wanting to cash it.
Okay. All right, ma'am, and you should have access to your online account to tell the exact date that started. Do you have that?
I would have to pull it. Give me just a second.
In the interim, Mr. Cole, do you have any other children other than these two?
I got an older son that I was on child support for, and you can look through the file. I think he Stanley Wayne Cole, the
How old is he
third.
now?
He's 20, finna go to the military, took care of him. I went to the penitentiary when he was a little boy. Came home, got put on child support, I believe in your court. Took care of him all the way up until it was time. Should have stayed with me. But you know, the mom gets greedy.
So
And
there are no other children under the age of 18 is what?
No, sir.
All right, thank you.
2024, and I forgot I have a new account. A checking account, but it's the latest one was December 16, 2024. And that was through my account though. And like I said, I have a new checking account. So yeah,
right,
it was over a year.
Okay. All right, any other questions of the witnesses, Mr. McKinney?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'll go ahead and let everybody make a closing statement, closing argument at this time. I'll start with the state, and then I'll go to mom, and then I'll go to dad. Thank you. All right, is there anything? What's your closing, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. State's asking for you to make a ruling regarding the child support, whether it be the guideline calculation or zero, as the parties agreed. The state's asking for medical support to be set at the agreed upon $215 per month based off his income. That beginning, originally we had July 1st, 2026. And then having both parents as joint managing conservatorship, with mom being the primary with no geo restriction with the standard possession order. And that is all I have, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, anything in closing?
He's talking to you, Kayla.
You muted, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Anything else you want to tell the court in closing?
No, sorry.
All right, then, Mr. Cole, anything in closing, sir?
All I can tell you is keep it how it's been. And, you know, if we have a problem, believe me, she's going to come to you and let y'all know that there's a problem. I promise. But other than that, I don't know what else to tell you. But
again, you're your own legal rep, so legal representation always has a right to make a closing statement or closing argument, sir.
you know, I'm gonna take care of my kids, Your Honor. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna take care of my kids. Take care of my kids. I'm gonna take care of her because this is my baby mama. You know, shit. At the end of the day, I do love these people. Love them dearly. I'm not gonna be here forever. I got I got a thing called a factor 5 gene where my blood can clot. I just found out about this last August. So I'm gonna be on blood thinners for the rest of my life, but how long is it gonna last? So I'm gonna try to do right.
All right, everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look at the state's order. I'm going to go ahead and do the math on everything, child support, cash, medical, anything. And I'm going to go ahead and make a ruling on this one. This one's a little bit more complicated than the last one. I've already made the ruling for the one earlier today. This is still the end of the month. Here's the deal, folks. Y'all don't have to appear. Let's see. Let me look at my calendar. That's the wrong month. Sorry. Okay. All right. Belinda, I'm confirming the 25th is of August. I'm in the wrong month still. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. He wants to move me, or he wants to always move me a little bit forward. All right, I've got Tuesday the 28th as being a general docket. Is that correct, please?
I apologize, Your Honor. What month?
This month. The July 28th, is that a general docket?
We don't have any dockets until August.
Okay. All right, then. Well, I'm going to go ahead and well, I was going to set it for a ruling, but I'm going to go ahead and take this one under advisement, and I'm going to go ahead and make myself a personal note to make that ruling and get it out in writing on or before the next Tuesday, the 28th, and that way the parties can know what I'm looking at. And his deal, folks, anything I make as a ruling, you have the absolute right to appeal. You got the absolute right to de novo. But again, I want to do the math straight across the board on everything to see what I'm actually looking at and what I'm actually deviating from. Because right now I don't even have the math on that because everything was set at 0. So again, I'm going to look at what the child support should be, what the cash medical should be, and then I'm going to make a ruling on whether or not I'm going to allow 0 going forward based on the information I've received. And I might even talk to a couple of the judges to see how they've been doing things like this. Anyway, that's going to be my ruling. And I'm going to go ahead and make a note that I'm making. Let me move this down.
You have 2 special settings on the 29th, Your Honor, but that's all we have for that week.
Oh, okay. All right then. So I'm going to go ahead and but I like to do this on the record. So what I'm going to go do is right now that special setting on the 29th, I've got from 9:30 to 10:30. Is that all on that one? Right now, I'm not showing that that's lasting that long.
Your Honor, I think she's gonna start working at a new job too.
Well, again, y'all don't have to appear at the next hearing. I just want y'all to be able to hear what the ruling is. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it by a written letter. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and do it by a written letter. Because like I said, she just testified she started a new job. So I'm going to go ahead and do it by written ruling on or before next by 5 p.m. next Tuesday. And I'm going to go ahead and make a time slot for that right now. That way I won't forget it.
Thank you, because I'm glad he just said, because yes, it's a new job, can't miss. And it's a good job.
Yeah, I know how that works. You got your own oh wow. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and make a ruling, and that it's not gonna be live. I'm not gonna do it, but I will go ahead and send out a letter on what my ruling is and what and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and it's gonna be about 5 o'clock next Tuesday. And y'all should be getting that via either email. Well, y'all should be getting a copy of that via email. The state does have your current email addresses, correct?
Yes.
They should.
Yeah, I believe so, but I can check with them in a breakout. I can double check.
All right, then double check that with them. And like I said, I'll make my ruling. Anyway, folks, y'all are free to go, and I'll go ahead and let the state, and like I said, I'll go ahead and finish the math up on that. Thank you. We're off the record.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. State is requesting judicial notice of the petition to establish the parent-child relationship filed on November 20th, 2025.
Right.
And judicial notice of the service documents that show that Ms. Bates was served on November 26, 2025, and Mr. Presley was served on December 9th, 2025. I believe that's what you stated though earlier, Your Honor.
Well, I stated that both were served. I just didn't give the dates, so thank you.
Oh. And let the record reflect, I have what has been previously marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit A, which is a non-collection affidavit in this case. And I am prepared to share screen, if you will permit me, Your Honor.
Go right ahead. All right then, and is Miss Dolores Wren Bates present? I'm not sure how you do your last name, ma'am.
My last name is just Bates. Dolores Renee is my middle name.
All right, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. All right, then. I just want to make sure you were in here. Thank you. All right, ma'am. The state is showing what the has been marked as Exhibit A. It's the notice of non-collection by the father in this matter. Is there any reason that State's A should not come legally into evidence at this time? Do you have a legal objection, ma'am?
No, I don't.
All right, State's A is going to be admitted. Can you go ahead and blow that up a little bit, please?
Zoom in, Your Honor.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Is that better?
Yeah, okay. And go, okay, the court, well, yeah, that's fine. Court will know for the record that this shows that the DNA test that the court ordered has been set on least on the occasions of 2/20/26, 4/23/26, and 5/22/26 at the A&D collection site in Killeen, Texas. The court will note for the record that the alleged father, Mr. Presley, failed to appear at all three of those draws for DNA testing. And under Texas law, failure to appear at a draw testing is prima facie that the reason you didn't show up because you knew what the results were going to be. And the court will also find that his failure to appear means the court will go ahead and find that he is the biological father of said child. And you may proceed at this time, Ms. Bressler. And like I say, make sure that gets sent over or send it over as a PDF so Belinda can print it out and I can place it in the file as State's Exhibit A. You may proceed at this time. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. So the state is requesting medical support of $100 starting August the 1st, 2026, child support of $449 starting August the 1st, 2026, a retroactive judgment total of $16,837 as of today.
I'm sorry, give me that again, please. Retro.
$16,837 as of today, July the 23rd, 2026, with a repayment of $134 starting August the 1st, 2026, Your Honor.
100 and what again? I'm sorry.
$134.
34, thank you.
The state is requesting appropriate findings on court costs, family violence, and non-disclosure, and the state has no position on conservatorship, possession, and access.
Okay. All right, then. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and ask that Ms. Bates unmute herself and raise her right hand. If you can turn your video, that's fine. But if not, don't worry about it. And Ms. Asmus is present. I'll go ahead and have her raise her right hand also. All right. Do you both solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, you're both officially under oath. I'm going to go ahead and let the state call you both as witnesses. Okay, Ms. Bates, you can go ahead and turn off your video at this point, and we'll just proceed with the testimony, the oral testimony. Thank you. So at this time, Ms. Baxter, call your first witness.
Yes, state calls Christina Asmus. Ms. Asmus, what is your name?
Christina Asmus.
Who do you work for?
The Office of Attorney General.
What is your job title?
I am a child support officer.
What are your job duties?
My job duties, it involves conducting detailed investigations to locate absent parents, establishing paternity, filing to enforce court orders for child support, medical support, and responding to customer inquiries and wage investigations.
Did you receive specialized training to perform those job duties?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you done wage investigations?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you do one in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
What were you able to find?
I found for Mr. Presley for the second quarter of 2026, the quarter income was $6,971.20. The first quarter of 2026, the income was $7,437.20. The fourth quarter of 2025, the income was $8,165.47. The third quarter of 2025, the income was $8,263.75. The second quarter of 2025, the income was reported as $8,415.69. The first quarter of 2025, the income reported was $7,788.99. The fourth quarter of 2024, the income is $8,830.73. Third quarter of 2024, the income is $9,100.01. Second quarter of 2024, the income is $8,403.65. The first quarter of 2024, the income is $8,203.30. The fourth quarter of 2023, the income is $10,171.63. Third quarter of 2023, the income is $7,252.63.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, then. At this time, Ms. Bates, any questions of the CSO?
No.
All right, may the CSO be excused, Ms. Betzler?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and based on that testimony, the court will note that that's where the state got its current child support and retroactive child support amounts as far as the calculations are concerned, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. You can call your next witness, please. Thank you very much, CSO. You're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll call Lanzetta Bates. Miss Bates, what is your name?
Lanzetta Bates.
What is the name of the child in this case?
Danelle Bates.
How old is she?
10.
Who does she live with?
Me.
Who is her father?
James Calvin Presley.
Does Mr. Presley have other children besides Danelle?
Yes.
How old is that child?
She's 26.
How often does Mr. Presley see Danelle?
Whenever he wants. It's not a frequent basis. It's not an actual, I could say every week or every other week. In this instance, he hasn't seen her since before the DNA test was asked for. So I'll say he hasn't seen her since the beginning of February. He hasn't seen her since January.
When he was visiting with her, were these visits unsupervised?
Yes.
How long were these visits?
However long he would want to keep her. Sometimes it'd be the whole weekend. Sometimes it'd be one day he'll come get her in the morning. He'll bring her back by that evening. Or I never have really placed any type of limitations on when or how long he could keep her, because I didn't want to never keep her away from him.
What concerns do you have for Danelle's safety with Mr. Presley?
None.
What concerns do you have for overnight visits with Mr. Presley?
None.
What concerns do you have for your own safety with Mr. Presley?
I wish not to have contact with him due to him deciding he wanted to put his hands on me in front of my children, which led me have to go to the hospital. I had a hospital visit after such incident had happened, and it happened in the front of my children. I wish to not have any type of contact or whatever I have to have with him. That's why I have disclosure in place.
When was this incident?
I say March of 25.
And man, what happened?
I was up getting my kids ready for school, and he must have, I don't know exactly what made him do this, but like I was getting my kids up for school. He was staying with me at the time, and I was taking him to work as well as taking my kids to school, and he just came in the bathroom and he punched me in my face, and it made a big old goose egg on his entrance into the bathroom. Janelle was behind the door of the bathroom, and when he burst into the bathroom, she was pushed into the wall behind the door. And I had my youngest daughter in the tub, which is my baby girl was in the tub, and my son was in his room. And when he proceeded to then choke me in front of them, and when my son noticed what was going on, he tried to call the phone, and Mr. Presley proceeded to take the phone from him and told him not to call the police. And after I made sure that my kids were safe at school and I was away from him and made sure I dropped him off at work, I then went to the emergency room. And then on that day, I also had his brother come and pick up all of his belongings by police escort.
All right, man, was he ever charged with that?
No, I didn't press any charges on him, and the state of Texas did not either. I did just go seek medical attention though, because it was pretty bad, but both my eyes ended up blackening and everything of that sort.
Okay, thank you. May I receive, Ms. Bexley?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Bates, in a final order, your address and telephone number could be made public. Do you have
No, it's not.
concerns?
No, it's not. It's not. I'm going to make a family violence finding on this one, Ms. Bexley. You can proceed with that being in mind. Thank you. It's been less than 2 years, and it was extreme family violence. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. In the past 4 years, was Danelle living with you the whole time?
She did not live with me from September of 22 till June of 23. I was incarcerated from September of 22 until April of 23. And I received custody back of my children June 15th of 23.
Has Danelle been living with you since June of 2023?
Yes.
During that time, when Danelle was living with you, how many direct cash payments did Mr. Presley pay to you for the support of Danelle?
None.
Do you have access to private health insurance for Danelle?
No, I do not. She receives Medicaid due to my income.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, you say you hadn't seen the child since we ordered DNA testing, so it's been several months. Do you know where he lives now?
I do not know where he lives. I do not have a phone number for him. I was communicating with him through Messenger on Facebook due to the disclosure of me not wanting him to have my phone number. He knows where I live because I was living with my sister, but now I reside in my sister's trailer that she owns. So he does know my address. He knows where I stay, but I restricted his communication on Messenger when he started to degrade me and disrespect me totally. And I just didn't want to continue to do that. It didn't have any no communication had anything to do with him seeing Danelle or wanting to do anything for Danelle. So I just restricted communication for my own personal well-being.
Ma'am, if you had to have contact with him for the purposes of him exchanging the child for visitation, which is I'm a little reluctant to do. When I do this kind of thing, I always make it at the local police department.
That's fine.
So which city you live in?
I live in Nolanville.
Okay. All right, and where does he live?
As far as I know, he lives in Killeen.
Okay. If I was to make the exchange, I might. It's been a long time since I've driven by the PD and Nolanville. They may have a whole brand new outfit by now, but they used to be kind of close at 5 o'clock deal.
They're still back in the cut behind the railroad tracks. They're still back there.
Okay, are there a 24/7 deal, or do I need to make exchange at Harker Heights PD?
It might need to be better at Harker Heights PD because I'm not sure of the
okay
times of Nolanville.
And if he was going to contact you to have visitation, and if I made the exchange at Harker Heights PD, I would look at making an exchange at Harker Heights PD. What would you want? How would you want him communicating with you, ma'am? Because again, I'm getting ready to say that you don't have to give him your address. You don't have to give him your main phone number. You can give him and the Parenty app that I used to have people use for free now costs money. So I'm not looking at using that at this point. So is there a way he could actually communicate with you, or that you're okay with?
I really don't want to involve my sister, but he knows her phone number, and it's a number that could be like a in between. But I really don't want to have to involve her. I don't know how to do it without really involving anyone else.
All right. Does he know your email address? Well, I hate using email, but yeah.
My email address is fine, just as long as there's no. That's the only reason why we don't communicate on Messenger is because of all the derogatory and disrespecting, the name calling, and all the. I just can't deal with the negative of Mr. Presley concerning nothing that concerns my daughter.
Okay. All right, ma'am, I might have to give this one a little bit more thought then, because I really don't want to cut this gentleman off from visitation. But there may be, based on what you just testified to, the fact that he has physically assaulted you, that he has also communicating with you. He doesn't do it appropriately, and he hasn't actually tried to see the child for the last 6 months. I might have to make an order of this until further order of the court, but I'll think about that for a moment. Is there any other question? Do you have any other questions of the witness at this time, Ms. Mexler?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
I'm sorry, I'm so emotional about this because I've been kind of waiting for her to just have some type of, please don't get it wrong. When he would visit, even though it wasn't constant, and she really does, she really enjoys being around him no matter how much time has been gone. But it's just, I don't think it's fair for her now at this age to have to go through this with him because he just doesn't want to be financially responsible, or he don't feel like he should have any responsibilities as far as me helping to take care of her, because I've always been able to take care of them all. I've even taken care of him and his daughter before I even had children. I've always been able to maintain, but now that I'm disabled due to my work, I'm not able to work, and it's just the help that.
What I'm looking at doing, ma'am, I'm looking at naming you sole managed conservator. I'm looking at ordering him to pay the child support, the cash medical, and the retro as requested by the state. That's what I'm looking at doing. But normally, I make people are entitled to get visitation, weekends, summers, holidays, that sort of thing. But when there's a family violence indicator, that changes everything. And I'm going to have the state put on this that I am finding family violence. I am finding that there has been family violence in the last 2 years. And because that you're the sole managing conservator, he's the possessory. And I can order that he doesn't have any rights to possessory conservatorship until he comes back to the court and asks me for a visitation as per a court order. Until then, I'm looking at only giving under those circumstances, I usually only give him access FaceTime, that sort of thing. But unless you have a phone number or something that he can call, that's even problematic.
She had let me go get her tablet because she has text now on her tablet and she has a phone number and he can call. Let me go get her tablet and I can give you the phone number.
Well, I don't need it. In fact, I wouldn't take it online like this anyway, ma'am. You let the state know what that is, and I will allow him to have video access to the child every Sunday at 6 p.m. via that tablet and that number. But he has to let that number know at least 72 hours in advance, and he's gonna be using that opportunity to visit with her by FaceTime at 6 p.m. on every Sunday. And going forward, anything else y'all can personally agree to, that's fine. But right now, that's the only thing I'll be looking at giving. So, but if you want to go get that, you can give the state that information. But for right now, like I said, that's the only access I'm looking at giving them until further order of the court. Is there anything else you're asking the court to do here today? And I'd like the state finish that up in a moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So again, ma'am, sole MC, child support, cash medical, and retro and repayment as testified to as requested by you and the state. I'm going to go ahead and not order any visitation other than that electronic visitation once a week. He's got to let you know at that number, or your daughter know at that number. He's going to do that on that coming Sunday. Y'all can agree to anything else you want to, but for right now, until he comes back and testifies before the court, that's all I'm looking at giving him at this point, based on the severity of the severity of the injuries you suffered at his hand last year, ma'am. So is there anything else you're asking the court to do here?
No, sir.
All right, how about you, Ms. Bexler? You need anything for clarification, anything else you're asking?
How long for the electronic visits, Your Honor?
30 minutes. 30 minutes. The child's an older child, so I'll say 30 minutes, okay? Or up to 30 minutes. And they can agree to anything else above and beyond they want to. Okay, I mean, and by them, I mean the mother and him, not the 10-year-old. So.
What about court costs, Your Honor?
I'm going to make him responsible for court costs. He's got until July 31st of 2027 to make that payment if billed by the county.
Non-disclosure, Your Honor?
Granted.
That's all, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. Good luck to you, Ms. Bates. Again, I'm trying to be as careful as possible. I don't want him coming back and try to retaliate against you. But here's the deal, ma'am. Somebody does something like that, you press charges. You get a protective order. You take it to the hilt. That way you cover yourself, because again, he got away with it once. He might think he can get away with it again.
Yes, sir. I totally understand. At that time, it was just me just trying to get my kids away from this situation.
Yes,
and him away from me. And that's
now, if you don't want to press charges, always see about getting a protective order. That's a civil order that says, hey, you did what you did and you do it again, and we'll put you in jail for 6 months automatically. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. Good luck to you and your kids. Because like I said, what he did to you, the fact he took that phone away from the child while he was trying to make a call, I can't remember if that's a Class A misdemeanor or a felony, but it is definitely against the law. He was trying to make an emergency call, and he physically did that. That's a crime.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, well, again, good luck to you, and I'll let Ms. Bexler get you back in that breakout room and get that phone. You go get the tablet and get her on the phone number, and you can give her that number to put in the order. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you both very much, and we're off the record.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bell County calls number 23 DFAM 336,327. This is in the interest of Palmer minor child non-custodial party in this matter is Yvonne C. Palmer. Custodial party is Tamara J. Champion. And this matter is before the court on a suit for modification of child support order and motion to confirm arrears. The court's taking judicial notice of the court found, though, for the record, for both parties were previously served this year. One party was served in April, one was served in May. So both parties are properly before the court at this time on this motion to modify. So at this time, I ask the state for an opening to tell the court what the state's requesting we do here today and what you understand agreements and contests to be. My understanding are that both parties are present at this time. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. So we agree, Your Honor, that a material substantial change circumstances has occurred since the last order in March of 2024. That was signed March 2024. In that order, as brief background, Your Honor, Ms. Champion was ordered to pay Mr. Palmer current child support of $200 per month beginning March 1st, 2024, with health and dental insurance through Mr. Palmer. There was no cash medical or no cash dental. Now, Your Honor, so it understands that Ms. Palmer is making quite a bit of money. And so we agree, Your Honor, that her current child support should go up to $1,000, Your Honor. That is not guideline. Guideline would be $1,227 based off of a gross monthly income of gross monthly income of $10,299, with some of that being regular employee money and some of that being contractor work. But Your Honor, the parties agreed to deviate downward, and as the parties agree to it, and as we're only talking about a 19% deviation, the state's fine with that as well. Health and dental insurance, we agree that it would be through Mr. Palmer's health insurance would be through Mr. Palmer's Champ VA at zero cost, that he gets not through his employment, but through a different source, just him being a veteran. And then dental insurance, he has a private source, Green Family Dental, not through his employment. It costs him for the child $20 per month. So we agreed that Miss Champion would pay $20 per month to reimburse him for that. And both this cash dental and current child support would start August 1st, 2026. Parties agree that non-disclosure is not needed. They're fine with their information being in the order. As for confirmation of arrears, Your Honor, state understands that Miss Champion's in future pay, paid ahead, so the state withdraws its request for confirmation of arrears. And then as for court costs, state understands that Miss Champion would prefer it to be waived. State understands that she does not have a mill.
She's current. I'll waive it.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I think that is it, Your Honor.
All right, then let's get some testimony. I've got no problem going down from 1,200 to 1K. You know, that's you're right. That's it sounds like $200 is a lot, but and not when it's up against 1,000. Okay, so I'll go ahead and let you confirm that with the parties that they're in agreement with that, and I've got no problem with that. So at this time, I'll ask both Mr. Palmer and Ms. Champion to mute themselves and raise their right hands, please. All right, do both of you solemnly swear or affirm your testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will help you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're both officially under oath, and I'll allow the state to call you as witnesses. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. State calls Devon Palmer. What is your full name?
Devon Cortez Palmer.
All right. What is the full name of the child in this case?
Alea Jade Palmer.
All right. And when was Alea born?
5/19/2020.
And so how old is she?
She turned 6, May the 19th.
All right. Let's go over our agreement. So do you agree to Miss Champion paying you current child support of $1,000 per month starting August 1st, 2026?
Yes.
And do you understand that with guideline being higher at $1,227, you could ask the court for that, but you're only asking for the 1,000.
Yes.
And you're asking for the 1,000 because you agreed to it, and because it's only a 19% deviation.
Yes.
All right. And do you agree to have the court order health insurance for the child through your CHAMP VA at zero monthly cost?
Yes.
And do you agree to have the court order dental insurance through that Green Family Dental, that other private source, at $20 per month?
Yes.
And do you agree to Miss Champion paying you each month starting August 1st, 2026, $20 to reimburse you for that dental?
Yes.
And you are fine with your contact information, like your phone number, address, things like that, being in the order?
Yes.
And you don't have any, do you have any safety concerns with Miss Champion?
No.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, call your next witness, please.
State calls Tamara Champion. What is your full name?
Tamara Janice Champion.
All right. So just like with Mr. Palmer, do you agree to pay current child support of $1,000 starting August 1st, 2026?
Yes.
Do you agree for the court to order health insurance for the child to be through dad's CHAMP VA?
Yes.
And do you agree with the court ordering dental insurance for the child through dad's Green Family Dental at $20 per month?
Yes.
And do you agree to pay $20 per month starting August 1st, 2026 to reimburse dad for that dental?
Yes.
Do you have, are you okay with your contact information, like your phone number, address, things like that, being in the order?
Yes.
And do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Palmer?
No.
And pass the witness.
All right, folks, I'm looking at approving the agreement on this one. This one's kind of easy. I'm looking at going ahead and grant the modification. I'm gonna find if there's been a substantial change of circumstance and grant the modification. The deviation is the minimal amount. It's a 19% drop, but it's an 80% up. So yeah, so the court will go ahead and grant that agreement of $1,000 a month starting next month. I'm going to go ahead and find that the mother is not in arrears and any as far as the prior order is concerned. I'm going to go ahead and waive court costs, and I'm also going to go ahead and order the father to maintain the CHAMP VA and that the mom reimbursed for dental. Is there anything else on this one, Mr. Welch?
And then no non-disclosure, Your Honor?
No non-disclosure. Thank you.
And then for the arrear, well, so Your Honor, with
yeah, you
the
said there were
state,
no arrears. You said there were no arrears, right?
Your Honor, there is well, yeah, she's in future pay of $220.
Right. Okay. But you can put the future pay in there, but that's gonna, you know, that's probably well, we'll see how long that lasts. Okay. So.
All right, Your Honor, I'll put the $220 future pay finding on there.
Okay.
And that's it, Your Honor.
All right. Thank y'all folks very much. Do you have any questions, Ms. Champion?
No, Your Honor.
How about you, Mr. Palmer?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you both very much. And sir, thank you for your service. And ma'am, if you were in the military, thank you for yours too. All right. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank y'all.
Thank-
And I'll let the state prepare that order. Do you want the parties back in breakout to review the order at this time, Mr. Welch? Or are they free to go?
Yes, back in breakout, Your Honor. I'm almost done with the order. It's nearly done.
All right, then. All right, I'll go ahead and let y'all do that. It's been almost an hour, but I'm gonna go ahead and take my lunch break right now for 30 minutes or so. It finally showed up. So anyway, it is now 2:40. I'll be back on about at 3:10, and we'll wrap this one up. Thank you. All right, folks, we're once again back on the record, and this is Bell County calls number 262,089. It's in the interest of a white minor child. And this matter, the non-custodial party is Mahogany Jones. Custodial party is Dexter White. At least as far as the plea is concerned, there's a conflict as to whether or not that's correct one way or the other. However, this was reset today's date to confirm that I think for the state to complete any and all discovery, any information that the parties have been able to provide that will clarify whether or not the child was with them and what time frames the child was with them. I've also got this matter set for a pre-trial in-chambers interview with the child. I've got that set on the enforcement docket at 1 p.m. on August the 5th. And I'm not sure if I made a ruling or told which party to bring the child in or which party's going to bring the child in. But until I talk to the child, get some information from him in chambers without either party being present. And because again, this is an older child at this point. And he does have the right to decide if he wants to make a pick of who he wants to live with. But again, the court doesn't have to go along with him. He has the right to tell the court what he wants. But again, the court still has to do what the court considers to be in his best interest. So at this time, Mr. Coates, is there anything else you're going to need from the parties to help make a determination at the final hearing, which just is not, where the child has been, so forth and so on? Is there anything else you need in addition from them?
Well, Judge, I tell you, by way of just recapping at the last hearing, the parties were ordered to provide the past 2 years of income tax records, and they were supposed to be produced by July 10th. Mr. White has provided his year 2025 tax returns. After speaking with Ms. Wilson, she's yet to provide any tax returns, but I think there was she's prepared to, but I believe there were some complications. I don't know that either party has, and we can clarify that now, has 2024 available. So at this moment, the state's only got 1 year of tax records for for Mr. White, and we currently don't have but our promised tax returns from Ms. Wilson. The court also ordered at the last hearing that the child be provided to Ms. Wilson on July 1st, and that summer visitation was to continue until July 30th at 6 p.m. And that may or may not help address who's to bring the child for the interview. Other than that, I believe we were just concerned with the production of the tax returns, and then maybe a determination about the in-chambers meeting with the child. But beyond that, the state was only, I think, really waiting on some tax return information. And all I can say is that we've received 2025 from Mr. White, and that's it so far.
All right. I'll start with you then, Mr. White, since you provided 50% of it. What about the 2024 tax return, sir? You muted, sir.
Well, there was some. So I tried to get my 2024. There was some amendments that was going on but prior to this court stuff that my tax lady was taking care of, and that wasn't finished. So I don't know.
Okay, but you you already filed the 2024, but she's filing amendments.
Yeah, no, it was some. Yeah, it was some other stuff going on with my taxes. It was kind of a big thing going on, and she was trying to fix it, and it just hasn't been resolved yet. And and that's been ongoing since last year. So
did you file 2024 at all, sir?
Yes, sir.
But she's trying to file an amendment. So
yeah,
tell you what, whatever you file for 2024, you need to send over.
I don't have any of that because it's all been changed. So I don't know. I don't really know much about tax. I just did what I did the best I could with what I had, and I ain't want to
Well,
be in default, so I just turned in what I had. Yeah.
Your tax person should be able to get a copy of the original one that was filed, sir. She should have a copy of that. Or if not, she can get a copy from the IRS.
Yeah, I do. I did try to make an appointment with them. Just waiting on the hit to give me back so I can get in there and get everything. So she kind of goes off appointment, so I can't just, you know.
Yes, sir. Understood. All right, ma'am, Miss Wilson, what about you? You muted, ma'am, also.
Sorry about that. Yes, I have my 2024 and 2025 available now. I just it has a lock on it. So whoever I send it to, I would have to which I explained to him earlier, give them the code so that they
Encryption
can
key.
get inside of the tax return, because it won't just allow you to open it without having access to it. So I have them available. Whoever I need to get with now, I can get the 2024 and 2025 to them, no problem.
All right, well, I'll let you get in with Mr. Coates afterwards and confirm that he's going to send to him what his email address is for that, and you can send the encryption key along with that in an email separate and apart, however you want to. But y'all can discuss how to do that. So let's get that done. Now, has the child been with you since the 1st of July, ma'am?
Yes, sir, he has.
Okay, and what's the last day of this visitation, please?
Your Honor, I believe you said the 30th of this month was what
Okay.
you had said previously.
Okay, so we got another 7 days and then it's over. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I guess we're supposed to be trying to figure out, because I'm the custodial parent, but
Yes, ma'am. Well, that's what we're still trying. That's what we're still working on and can figure it out. But the bottom
So, I
line is,
mean,
like I said,
whatever
that's why
y'all
I wanted,
decide
he
to-
already had summer, so I was giving you summer just in case. Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. So whatever y'all decide to do is okay with me.
All right. So anyway, who wants to? So I'm gonna have you return the child. When's the first day of school?
August 17th, I think, or 13th, one of those.
All right then. All right. Well, I got this. I'm supposed to meet with the child August the 5th. I'm gonna go ahead and delay any who gets to enroll the child, who gets to take the child the first day of school till I talk to him on August the 5th. And I'm going to go, since you've had the child for the last 30 days or so, ma'am, or 23 days and getting ready to be 30 days. I'm going to, Mr. White, is it convenient for you to bring the child over for the 1 o'clock meeting, or should Miss Wilson bring the child over?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I got all the time in the world to take them.
All right, then. Well, here's the deal.
I just had one question. So am I receiving them back on the 30th? Because I need time to get it, like, school stuff together.
Okay, well, sir, again, sir, yeah, you're supposed to return the child on the 30th, but I'm on the 30th, but I'm gonna meet with the child on the 5th. And if after talking to him, if I feel like I need to make some changes or do something different, I'll let you know. But for right now, from the 30th at 6 p.m. until I have a chance to talk to the child on August the 5th, he will remain with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right,
So
everybody.
so he will be going back on July the 30th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, but again, it may end up being 5 days, it may be a bit longer, but again, I want to be able to talk to him and get his feedback on this. And in the interim, the first thing I'm going to ask, nobody's allowed to talk to him about this case in general. So that goes for you, sir. That goes with you, ma'am. Because let him know that the judge is going to sit down and talk to him and get his feedback on going forward and as much as he can remember about the past. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right then, guys.
Yes,
And after I talk to him on the 5th, ma'am, if you want to, I'll have the state give you the login for the Zoom on that date. That Zoom, that's an enforcement docket, and it's not broadcasted, but we still use Zoom on that date because I let custodial parties who are owed money come in via Zoom, so they don't have to miss any work because they're not getting their child support. I don't want to miss any money that they possibly can be earning. So I'll have the state give you that Zoom code, and after I talk to the child at 1 o'clock, I will probably be able to convene something on Zoom somewhere between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, ma'am. So if you want to log in at 1:30, that'll be fine. If not, we'll take it as it is. All right.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right then, Mr. White. I'll see you and the child at at 1 p.m. You have the address information?
No, sir. If somebody can email me all the information.
All right,
Mr. White, I'll take care of you.
All right,
Okay,
now
thanks.
here's the thing. The courthouse is kind of confusing. There's a really large parking lot in the back, and the front entrance has a little tiny alleyway type road up front. The entrance to my building, sir, is on the south end of this courthouse complex, okay?
Okay.
So if you, in other words, the opposite side of the big parking lot, all right?
Okay.
All right, so anyway, I will see y'all on that on this coming on the 5th at 1 o'clock, and like I said, then I'll get a chance to talk to him and start trying to make some more decisions in this matter. All right, guys, I really appreciate you on this one, and I'll see everybody again, sir. I'll see you live on the 5th, ma'am. You can here on Zoom, and I'll definitely be talking to the child. I keep calling him a child. He's no longer a child, but still under the law he is. Okay, so.
Quick
Anyway,
question. Is somebody going to be sending me an email to receive the tax returns?
Miss Wilson, I've sent you an email. You should check it now. You should already have one from me.
Okay, thank you so much.
You bet.
All right. All right, everybody, thank you very much. And like I say, I'll see everybody on the 5th, including the young man. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you, Judge.
We're off the record. This is in the interest of Mendoza minor child, non-custodial party being Brian Thomas Jr., custodial party being Jacinda Medina, and there is a presumed father in this matter, Mr. Oscar Medina. Anyway, the court will note for the record that we're here today and we're having this hearing due to the fact that we're finding that Mr. Medina is not the biological father of the child in this matter. Let's see, the parties have all been noticed of today's hearing. And my understanding is we got DNA paternity analysis on this one, Ms. Bexler.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm prepared to share screen if
All
you
right,
would
then.
like.
All right, so the parties have been noticed and served, and we've done DNA testing. So at this time, I'll ask the state to go ahead and tell the court what the state's requesting we do here today, what you understand any and all agreements to be. But my understanding is it's just a pretty much straight default, what the parties agreeing on, which pretty much everything else. We just have to do this because the non-custodial party the presumed father is not present. Thank you.
That is correct, Your Honor. Please take judicial notice of the petition to establish the parent-child relationship and of the service documents.
Okay, just did. Thank you.
And let the record reflect, I have what has been previously marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit A, the DNA test report in this case. It shows 99.99% probability that Mr. Thomas Jr. is Zoeli's father, and I can share screen, Your Honor.
Go right ahead. Thank you.
Do you see it, Your Honor?
Yes, we do. Well, it's up, and could you go ahead and enlarge that just a bit, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, a little bit more, and then scroll down. Thank you. All right, folks, this is State's Exhibit A. This is the DNA paternity analysis in this matter between Mr. Brian Thomas Jr. and the child in this matter. Is there any legal reason, Mr. Thomas, that this should not come into effect? I mean, come into evidence at this time?
Sir?
Do you have any objection to court allowing this information into
Oh,
evidence?
no, sir. It's okay.
How about you, ma'am? Any objection?
No.
All right, this is State A. It is admitted, and it shows that the alleged father in this matter, Mr. Thomas, cannot be excused as a biological father, and it's way past the 99.99 is required, but it shows 99.9999999. And I think that last one's an 8. So that's well within the guidelines for approving paternity. So the court will so find that Mr. Thomas is the child, and based on that fact, Mr. Medina cannot be the child, and the court will so also find that. You may stop sharing at this time, Ms. Bexler, and proceed. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. So I believe the parties are in agreement as to medical support of $50 per month starting August the 1st, 2026, child support of $222 per month starting August the 1st, 2026, retroactive total, which is $2,784, and a repayment of $64 per month starting August the 1st, 2026. And they are in agreement to the conservatorship, possession, and access being modified possession order because the child is under 3. and with step-ups, Your Honor, 6 step-ups, starting supervised, moving into unsupervised, and then longer periods of unsupervised, and then, you know, the standard, Your Honor. And then there is another order in another case where Miss Medina's contact information is not to be disclosed, Your Honor. Just want to make the court aware of that, but there are no safety concerns between Miss Medina and Mr. Thomas in particular. Also, they're in agreement for the geographic restriction to be Bell County and contiguous.
Okay.
And I believe that's it, Your Honor.
All right, folks, that's pretty much a straightforward rendering of what the state's requesting. It's pretty much the norm for a child this age in this circumstance, but I'll go ahead and at this time have the state call you both as witnesses and confirm this is what you agreed to. So I'm not sure, I've done this so many times today, but just in case, everybody raise your right hands, please. All right, you both solemnly swear or affirm me testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you.
Yes.
All right, you both will put you on the oath, and the state will call you as witnesses at this time. You put your hands down. You have any questions at the end of the hearing that or anything you don't understand and you want clarification of, I'll let you do that at that point. But for right now, I'm going to let the state call you individually as witnesses and confirm that your agreement. Thank you.
State calls Jacinda Medina. Miss Medina, will you state your name?
Jacinda Medina.
What is the name of the child in this case?
Zoeli Mendoza.
How old is she?
A year and 1 month.
Who is her father?
Brian Thomas.
Do you have access to private health insurance for Zoeli?
No.
Do you have safety concerns for Zoeli when she is with Mr. Thomas Jr.?
No.
Do you have safety concerns for yourself between you and Mr. Thomas Jr.?
No.
In a final order, your address could be made public, and you have a different final order in another case where your address is not disclosed. Would you like to continue that non-disclosure?
It doesn't, I don't mind.
I'm going to pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'll be back in just a moment. Call your next witness then, Ms. Bexler. Thank you.
State calls Brian Thomas Jr. What is
Yes,
your name, sir?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Are you Zoeli's father?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you make?
The conversation with you that is just I work whenever a bill comes up. So whatever the bill is at the time from
Do you have
various and
full-time
water.
employment?
No, ma'am.
Sorry, I shouldn't have cut you off. I apologize. Do you have
Okay.
full-time employment?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any other children?
Yes.
How old?
I have a son that's 7 and a daughter that's 7.
Are you court ordered to pay child support on these 2 children?
No, ma'am.
Do they live with you?
No, ma'am.
Do you have access to private health insurance for Zoeli?
No.
Do you have any safety concerns between you and Miss Medina?
No.
Do you have any safety concerns with Zoe with Miss Medina?
No, ma'am.
Are you in agreement with the modified possession order?
Yes. Just to repeat it once again, you said 50 for the insurance, and I believe you said it was another 64 for the.
No, sir. The possession is a visitation order. I'm sorry, you misunderstood the question.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry. What was the question?
The visitation for Zoe being first supervised periods of possession and then moving into unsupervised and then into the standard possession order. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
When Zoe was born until now, did you have a job?
No, I've done the way that I work with my pops under the table, just to handle the bills.
From the time Zoe was born until now, did you make any direct cash payments to Miss Medina for the support of Zoe?
Yes.
How much?
I mean, it's just like diapers, wipes, whatever she needs, like far as sometimes daycare. So I mean, I don't know.
How much total?
I know like daycare be like 80 or 75. I mean, a kid runs through diapers and wipes, but those wipes and diapers be like what, $40, $20 for wipes. I don't know exactly. Like I couldn't give you an exact number because it's just like it varies.
Sir, you ever give her any cash?
You said, what did you say, sir?
You ever give her cash?
Yes, I give her cash. Or sometimes if I like it may be cash out here and there if it's like something like emergency or direct.
All right. And how much in cash, just your best guesstimate, how much in cash do you think you've given her over this time since the child was born?
Since she was born?
Yes, sir.
I can't even give you an exact total. I mean,
okay,
shit.
Don't worry about it. I was just thinking if you had it in Cash App or something like that, you could pull it
Well,
up.
only reason I'm saying I can't give you exact totals because, like, for example, like I said, if she needs to, like, when I try to price it, like, for example, if diapers, be like around $40.
Again, I don't usually give credit for items because let's face it, a box of diapers at Costco is a little bit more different than a box of diapers at 7-Eleven. So,
okay. Understand. Yeah.
All right, then. Anyway, I'll go ahead and let the state finish with the question. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, you may proceed, Ms. Bexler.
Do you have an exact amount of how much you get paid under the table from your father per month?
No, ma'am. Excuse me.
How many hours do you work for him per month?
I guess you can say like 3.
3 hours, is that per month?
Like I'm saying, like so the conversation that I had was that I told you that if a bill comes up that I do any kind of work around the yard, so that can go from 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, however long it takes me to get whatever I need done.
How much is the average per week?
This
there's no average.
Just use minimum wage at this point, unless the gentleman has an educational background or a trade background that we don't know about. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll like to ask him, does he have a license? Does he have any type of training in a trade? So you may proceed. Thank you.
Do you have any special employment licenses, Mr. Thomas?
No.
What's your highest level of education?
High school GED.
You have any trade school training, sir?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. You may proceed, Ms. Bexler.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Thomas Jr., Are you in agreement with the geographic restriction being Bell County and contiguous counties?
Yeah.
And as far as the name change goes, what name would you prefer for Zoe to have?
I'm trying to keep their name because I want her name to be the same as her brother's. So if I could keep it with Mendoza, that'd be fine.
Okay, here's the deal, folks. It's considered to be under Texas law in the child's best interest that the last name reflect that of the father. Since Mr. Mendoza is not the father, it's considered not to be in the child's best interest for me to give them that person's name. Now I can go if mom's still going by Mendoza or something, then I could do that and maybe leave it in there with a hyphen between that and your name, Thomas hyphen Mendoza or something like that. Or we can just go straight out because he's a baby, okay? And she's not going to know the difference by the time she gets to school. So it could be Thomas hyphen Medina or Medina hyphen Thomas. But I usually leave that up to the mom to make the decision. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor. And may I briefly recall Ms. Medina to ask her those two questions about the name and the direct cash payments, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Medina, what name would you prefer for Zoe? Our last name, I mean.
Thomas hyphen Mendoza or Thomas Mendoza. There doesn't really even have to be a hyphen.
And Mendoza is your maiden name?
Yes. My grandma's the last one with that name, so I'm the last girl bearing children with that name.
And about the direct cash payments, how many direct cash payments did Mr. Thomas pay to you for the support of Zoe?
I have them documented from May until now. He's paid. I have it. I think we went over it. Hold on. I didn't include diapers and wipes in that because
Okay, ma'am, I don't count that.
It does. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. So he's paid for daycare $72, electric $90. He's paid for where is it? Okay, right here. I think there's like there's a water bill on here too that he's paid. $85. And then when I scrolled down, I found another $75 payment in June for utility. So whatever the total of that is.
That's the witness, Your Honor.
All right, folks. I'm going to start with you, ma'am. Is there anything else you think I need to know at this point? The state's getting ready to make a closing, and I'll ask her what she's going to. Again, I'm looking at naming you both joint managed conservatives, giving you the right to decide domicile. Ms. Baxter, was that restricted?
It was Bell County and contiguous, but I don't think the parties actually have a problem with anything.
Okay. All right, then I was going to look at child support. I'm looking at minimum wage at this point. I don't like using minimum wage. So nobody's making minimum wage out there in the real world. The fact that you were kind of doing what you're doing, that's your choice again, sir. But you know, it's kind of hard to become a millionaire if you don't go out and start trying to take care of business. But the bottom line is, in Texas law, I've got to order you to pay child support at least based on the minimum wage presumption. And I also got to order cash medical retro, and I think the state's already calculated all that and tell the court what that's going to be, and I'll have the state do that in the closing. And so at this time, Ms. Bexler, what is the state requesting after joint managed concern? What are you again requesting for child support, retro, and dental and medical? Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. Cash medical of $50 per month starting August the 1st. $222 for child support starting August the 1st. A retroactive total, which is $2,784. And then a repayment at $64 per month starting August the 1st, 2026.
All right, folks, I'm looking at granting all those and setting up the name change as the mom requested, Thomas hyphen Mendoza. And then I'm going to go ahead and order the break-in visits as requested. Is there anything, was there any type of agreement as to court costs?
No, Your Honor.
All right, since I'm on deadpan to support and not worrying about costs, I'll waive court costs at this time. Is there anything else then, Mr. Bexler?
The non-disclosure to follow the other order, Your
Right.
Honor?
As far as the third party, I've already written that down on my docket. Yes, ma'am. It's granted.
And then the modified moving into standard possession order.
Correct. Break-in visits going forward and then standard.
The geographic restriction.
To bail and contiguous.
I believe that's it, Your Honor.
All right, folks, that's what I'm looking at in order. And I'll start with you, ma'am. Anything else? Any questions?
No, no, sir.
How about you? How about you, sir?
No, sir.
All right, the state's going to prepare that order and get it out to y'all. Both good luck to both of you. And I'll let the state, do you need them back in breakout, Ms. Bexler, to sign off on the order before we get out of here today? Or are they free to go, ma'am?
Breakout rooms, Your Honor.
All right, the state's going to try to get y'all in order. That way, when y'all leave here, y'all don't have to come back anytime soon. So just hang tight. They're going to put you back in breakout and get your copy of the order, review and sign off on it. And thank you both very much, and good luck to both of you and your child. Thank you. We're off the record.